Hello my friend, welcome to my channel. So this is the math problem I'm going to solve. Find the domain of y equals 1 over square root of x plus 2. So as you can see, this function is in the fractional form. In the numerator you have just 1 and in the denominator you have a square root of x plus 2. So here we have two situations. One situation is we cannot have 0 in the denominator. So we cannot have this one equals 0, right? And the second situation is we cannot have negative numbers inside of the square root. So we have to deal these two situations. Let's look at the first situation. So what values gives you 0? So then here we are going to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides and that gives you negative 2. So at x equals negative 2, your denominator becomes 0. Negative 2 plus 2 square root, which is square root of 0 is 0. So this is a problem, right? So this is not good. Therefore, we have to remove negative 2 from your domain. And how about the second situation? We cannot have negative numbers inside the square root. So let's look at the real line, which is positive infinity, and this side is negative infinity. So in center you have 0, so we are going to exclude negative 2 from the real line. And then look at two sides, this side and this side. So any value less than negative 2 gives you negative numbers. I'm going to substitute negative 3 plus 2 gives you negative 1. If I substitute negative 4 plus 2 gives you negative 2. So any value less than negative 2 gives you negative numbers for x plus 2, right? So any value less than negative 2 is negative. And any value greater than negative 2, what will happen to x plus 2? I'm going to substitute 0 plus 2 gives you 2, and how about 1 plus 2 gives you 3. So these are positives, right? So this side gives you positive values for x plus 2. This side gives you negative values for x plus 2. So we have to remove this one, remove this side from the domain. So we have to remove negative 2 from the domain, as well as we have to remove all numbers less than negative 2. So then what is the domain of this function? It's negative 2 to positive infinity. Infinity open parenthesis. And what about the negative 2? We excluded negative 2 from the domain, so we are going to use open parenthesis. So we can use all the x values from negative 2 to positive infinity as the domain of this function. So that's your answer for this one. I hope you understand this, and thank you for watching this video.